Welcome to our countdown of the world's most expensive foods. You think that Wagyu steak is fancy? You think you need to remortgage your house to afford that little bit of truffle oil? Listen up, you donkey, because we're about to explore a world of culinary extravagance that will make your wallet weep. Get ready to have your minds blown, your taste buds tantalized, and your bank accounts drained. We're talking about delicacies so rare, so luxurious, that only a select few will ever get to experience them. These ingredients are the culinary equivalent of driving a Bugatti while wearing a Rolex and sipping a 50-year-old scotch. Prepare to be amazed by these luxurious and extravagant delicacies. So, you think you know caviar, eh? You've had your little blinis and your tiny spoons? Well, get ready to be schooled. Alma's caviar, my friends, is in a league of its own. This isn't just some salty fish goo you slap on toast points. This, my friends, is the culinary equivalent of striking gold. Sourced from the incredibly rare albino sturgeon in the Caspian Sea, this caviar is like liquid platinum. We're talking $25,000 per kilogram. That's more than most cars. And for that price, you better believe it's served in gold tins. Why? Because only gold is fit to touch these pearly white beads of pure luxury. Alma's caviar is prized for its delicate, buttery flavor and its almost creamy texture. It's the kind of food that melts in your mouth and leaves you speechless. Well, speechless except for maybe a whimper of pure culinary ecstasy. Forget everything you think you know about mushrooms, because the white truffle is in a league of its own. These aren't your average button mushrooms languishing in the supermarket. We're talking about rare, pungent, and insanely expensive fungi that grow wild in the forests of Europe. These babies are hunted by specially trained dogs and pigs, and believe me, they guard their finds with their snouts. And for good reason. A single pound of these aromatic beauties can fetch over $3,600. Why so pricey? Well, their flavor is impossible to describe. It's earthy, musky, and intoxicating, adding a depth and complexity to dishes that's simply unmatched. Chefs practically sell their souls for a sliver of this stuff. Saffron, you know it, you might even have a jar of it gathering dust in your spice rack, but let me tell you, the saffron we're talking about here is not your average supermarket blend. This is the real deal, the OG of spices, and it's worth its weight in gold, literally. We're talking about $5,000 per pound for this crimson treasure. Why? Because each saffron thread is painstakingly hand-harvested from the delicate stigma of the crocus flower. It's back-breaking work that requires thousands of flowers to produce just a tiny amount of spice. But the labor of love is worth it. Saffron has a distinct, pungent aroma, and a slightly bitter, honeyed flavor that adds a touch of luxury to everything from paella to risotto. Alright, sushi lovers, prepare to be amazed. We're talking about the king of the ocean, the bluefin tuna, a fish so prized, so sought after, that it can fetch absolutely insane prices at auction. We're talking millions, people. One fish, over $1.8 million. Why? Because the bluefin tuna is the Wagyu beef of the sea. Its fatty, marbled flesh is prized for its buttery texture and rich, umami flavor. This is the kind of sushi that melts in your mouth and sends you straight to seafood heaven. But with a price tag like that, you'd better savor every single bite. Listen up, coffee snobs. We're about to enter the bizarre world of Kopi Luwak. This coffee is not for the faint of heart or the weak of wallet. It's made from coffee beans that have been eaten, digested, and yes, pooped out by civet cats. You heard me right. These little critters have a taste for the finest coffee cherries, and their digestive systems work a kind of magic on the beans, fermenting them in a way that creates a supposedly smoother, less bitter cup of coffee. Would I drink a $600 cup of this stuff? Frankly, I'd rather stick to my morning espresso. But hey, if you're feeling adventurous and have money to burn, go for it. And there you have it, the world's most expensive foods. From caviar that costs more than a car to coffee brewed in the digestive system of a cat, we've explored the luxurious, the extravagant, and the downright bizarre. Would you try any of these luxurious delicacies? Let us know in the comments below. Personally, I'll stick with my perfectly cooked steak. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing content.